Y'all know in this situation right here, what I love about this situation, when they did all this, and everybody started moving different. Let's say it's a movie. Let's just not even talk about all the bad stuff. Let's say they made a movie legally, and they just kidnap everybody to make a movie. Put everybody in the movie. Make a movie out of, I got to see the awesome power of God, bro. I got to see like how you shouldn't. I think that's in the Bible too. You shouldn't alternate a person's life. That's a big. If it ain't in the Bible, I read it somewhere. It's a huge sin, but it's just as important as lukewarm, if not worse. God don't take that more serious. You shouldn't alternate a person's life. So if you put a bunch of people in a movie, you alternated their life wrongfully. So anyway, I had to observe. So when I observed, it was nothing that. Well, yeah, cause I showed a lot of y'all. Well, basically, like, it didn't matter how they move. I watched them decompose, bro. I watched them start decomposing. And you can't act that. In 5 years, I don't care if you old in age or young, you ain't supposed to. The changes some of these people went through in 5 years was amazing. And I seen the awesome power of God, ancestors, Anubis, or the Reaper, or whatever y'all want to call it. I seen the awesome power of nature. I seen the awesome power of water, air, wind. I'm like, wow, this stuff is truly real, man. Unless well, you still can't decompose people. I was finna say, unless this box got fake lighting, fake air and stuff like that. I don't know if they doing all that though. If they is, that's amazing too. It's amazing you even go there for. That's a lot of money wasted. But you can't decompose nobody. And I watch people decompose in front of my eyes. And I was like, wow. It was like I ain't even gotta go out there. It got to the point where I ain't have to go out there and look, see who did what. All I had to do, even if you was on social media, I can just look on social media. Yeah, she got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah, they got it. They got that death disease or that decomposing disease. I thought that was amazing. You know, though, when this is all over, this gonna help a lot of people. It's already helping people change. It's like we shouldn't have been. This situation showed the whole world. If y'all really been paying attention, because this already we already need to be taking that in now. It showed us as the whole world. Them flies wasn't in here, y'all. Y'all see that as soon as I got on here, the fly come in. It's like the electronic flies or something. It must be the dark side flies. I was gonna say something. I'm glad I didn't say. Oh boy. Oh Lord have mercy. It showed me how powerful I was as an individual though. It was healthy. It was very healthy. This situation was very healthy for me. I didn't know the human body worked like that. That stuff. It's like we got this computer we working in, and it's like we don't even know how to use it. We got this cool Android body, and we don't even know how to use it. I don't want to say something else. Anyway, somebody keep itching my back. But this is beautiful though. It's like, man, I'm trying. It's hard. It's difficult too, cause I know somebody put me in something. So I had to go off. Even if I went off nature, I had to go off. It had to be close to me. I couldn't really go off stuff that was far out because it was just getting so common. It was getting so commodity. Like it was getting like I don't know what's the word for Hollywood. It was starting to get like that. So I had to bring it close to me, you know. And I had, I wanted to expand my energy, but I couldn't do it with all this comical stuff going on. So I had to bring it in closer. And I really couldn't do it like I wanted to. And the only thing I did expand my energy in is that soul tribe stuff. That worked out pretty good too. Though. They planted something outside. I know y'all saw, y'all got cameras. They planted something outside my window. I've been getting the flies in here ever since. Bro. Like, childish as hell, bro. Like, how old you gonna be, bro? You too old to be playing games, bro. You too old to be doing that, bro. It's like, that's what happened when you old and you, let me show you. Well, that's what happened when I say you old and you deal with people too young. Not kids, but too young for you. You start acting like a child, bro. That's what I ain't never get. I ain't never liked young women, bro. I mean, the new one, the new energy coming out, y'all pretty young, but y'all elevated pretty high though. So it don't matter with y'all. But in this vibration and frequency, I ain't never liked dealing with young women. Period. Period. But they always look for shortcut. They get on your nerves. I guess males too, but I speak for the women. Cause I don't talk to males, I talk to women. I heard the dude, I still can't get over that. I don't know who it was, but I ain't listened to his video. I ain't trying to be funny, but I heard the dude say, I'm gonna tell you how you can tell when somebody, I don't even know why they still put stuff like that out, but gay or homosexual, all that's irrelevant now, right now, that's irrelevant. I mean, you couldn't tell if did it was like that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to call nobody out on that. I mean, everybody knows what's going on. I'm just saying, you can't tell that. The one that you can tell it, shit. What's the difference? I mean, I don't know. But I was just listening to it. Because I was like, how long are we gonna keep pouring into something that's wasting our energy on all this stuff, y'all? But like you worry, I ain't gonna shut up. I ain't gonna put no energy in it. No matter what I say, it's gonna sound like it's directed to somebody, and that ain't what I'm trying to do. This is how you can tell it. I guess I looked at it because being celibate, people always put that tag on me. And I always had to defend myself all the time. During that fight, I did have to fight sometimes. When I was young, when I was standing myself, I just know nastiness. I know people could tell me that hurts. That hurts me. I don't know how it don't hurt everybody else. I can't do that. I ain't contaminated. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. And then them damn, I just know from helping people heal that it's painful. You know what I'm saying? I just know that it's painful. And if you ain't getting nothing for it or going to the doctor and having it where it's controlled, you know. So I when I go to a group set, when I go to somewhere, a lot of women be wanting me. Off top. That's why I say I ain't never had one problem. A lot of women be wanting me. But I just check out the scenery, I just know. And my ancestors, I got these passages, they be all in my ear. Don't do it. Don't do it. I got another gift too, but I ain't gonna say on here because y'all gonna take it out. Y'all ain't gonna understand it. But, I just check out the scenery and I be like, yeah, my ancestors will tell me if I am interested in something, they'll point them out. They'll be like, maybe her, maybe talk to her, maybe, and they really be meaning no, so I don't even go there. But I just know, y'all. I don't want to say that. This is a hard conversation to have. I shouldn't even got on here without hurting people, feeling disrespected, folks. But I'm born and raised in the slum. I just watched so much stuff growing up in these streets. I watched so many good people get devoured by the streets. I just know that it's not sanitary, but you just can't just do that to yourself. And it comes with a lot of work, because I worked all my life. I had insurance and stuff. And I know people who don't have insurance. I know people who I had to help get insurance. And I know how important it is to have insurance, medical insurance. And I just know, And then they're draining. Low vibrational people tend to drain you, bro. Even if you sleep with them or not, they drain you. They just eat off your energy. If you're an angel, they're eating off your energy somehow. It's just, I shouldn't even got it. I should have got on it. I ain't really feeling the day anyway. But it's something that need to be said, so it can help other street brothers and sisters keep themselves well and healthy. It's all about getting the streets to understand. Like, it took that was the problem for me, getting them to understand. But it was hard, and it really never happened. And by the time it did happen, shit, it was too late for a lot of people. They would always say, I think I'm too good, think I'm better. And they would send gang of dudes by here to start drama with me. And they'd be like, I'd be like, what's the drama for? You know what I'm saying? We'll go to war. Or we about to go to war, me and my dogs against them. And we'll be like, we'll shut it down immediately. They might have 5, 6, 7 guys, or it might just be 2 of us. We'll shut them down. We'll be like, but what we want to know is, what's the drama for? What's the drama for, Y'all got to excuse the tongue-tied and twisted. I'm going through some stuff right now. I'm getting upgraded up. I feel good, though. I feel great. But, it's like, and I need to tap into my library. I'm being lazy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eventually do it, y'all. I'm being so lazy, though. I do that when they let me shut up. But so I asked them, God, what's the drama for? And they be like, you too high up. Your standards too high. Huh? My standards too high. And I asked my brother, I was like, what they talking about? He was like, yeah, man, I meant to tell you, I was out partying the other night. They had to say something about you. I told them, I checked them, but they had already said it. I was like, well, what they say? They say your standards too high when it comes to women. I said, huh? So these guys goes around and they slick this hate on me. This was when I was younger, y'all. They still did it up to now, though. A lot of them was involved in this stuff. They don't know I know it. And they slick this hate on me. They slick this hate on me real bad. I wish I never heard that girl say that. Lord have mercy. But, so they think I don't want that girl, bro. I was real picky and choosy about who I slept with. I didn't want that girl. And so, what the problem was, they wanted my girls. They'll get to, pulling out their stuff and all this year, pushing up on the girls. Some of the girls would deal with them, but by that time, I wasn't even dealing with the girl no more. It was just a fling. And the problem is these girls that go out and they start dealing with these people, and when they deal with these people, they get contaminated, and then they'll come back and blame me. I'm like, I don't have nothing to do with it. I wasn't dealing with them. I don't even deal with nobody they deal with. So, that's why I told y'all, I'd rather have a lover, y'all. That's why it's so hard to find one. I'm calling them in with guy right now. It ain't hard for me. I just tap in the guy and that guy to me. When guy feel like I deserve one, he'll bring me one. That's it. I ain't getting it. That's it. Cause I'm in the street. I watch what they do to each other out here all the time, bro. You know, you can see somebody with a bunch of contamination, and you got another person over here with not that much contamination, but somehow everybody know about this person's contamination, and this person look rough, like they contaminated. But I done seen people that look like straight up models and contaminated real bad. And them right there will go out there and contaminate all the good women and good men. And I just sit here and watch out this window, boy, watch it go down. That fence wasn't always right there. You know, you just see people sneaking people's backyard and be like, man, ill, you know, disgusting. Yeah. I'm sorry, I like a child, bitch. I be like, yeah, like a child. I do, but I don't, bro. I'm growing up here. I'm like, I'm watching you, man. It's like I'm the waiter for the hood. You like, if the hood had a club, I'd be a waiter there. You know, or a secretary there or something. I live in the hood. I am the hood. I'm the secretary for Purgatory. So, so it's like, ew, don't do that. And it's like, they be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm talking about different color eye, blue, purple, all kind of color eye, everything. The dark, look like they come straight out, you know, well, they everywhere, they all over the world, so I don't want to say that, that'd be stupid. But they just be gorgeous. And I be already scoping them out. But it's like my answer would be like, just observe them for a while. And I observe them, and I just sit here watch, and I might have to get up, 'cause I work all the time, I always work, you know, I'm always finding me a job. I get up, I gotta get up 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. And I look out the window, and I see contamination at this beautiful woman door, right after her husband left. Oh no, y'all don't do that. Don't deal with him. And I know that dude real good. And I know he grimy, he real grimy. And I just watched it all the time. And when I seen that, after seeing that for so long, I started seeing how sin can reconstruction your body, reconstruction the mold in your body, good or bad. You know, you some people, I ain't gonna say none of that, nigga. It's always a weight difference, you know, but sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, you just can never tell. But I had got so in depth with this, I had grown toward watching this for so long that I could just tell by your melanin structure. You know, but that got difficult after a while though, because hell, my melanin would be off when I was healing, and I never could get it like I wanted to, unless I was able to get certain herbs and, you know, face cream and all that blah blah blah. I always had a tendency to touch my face. You ain't really supposed to touch your face a lot. Your face is real sensitive, you know. I go out there and play. I'm an outside type of person, work on cars and stuff, and I always be, you know, touching on my face, going on, work out everywhere. So, you know, it got difficult. But I can still tell. It's just like my eyes grow another layer on them, and I can just tell when you done something. So seeing shows on people. People don't know it. When you seeing too much and it's a sin, it's no longer a mistake, it grows on you. Literally. It grows on you. It ain't just the fact of how you react and how you function and how you doing stuff. It actually grows on you. Literally. Like, there's something on you that's sinful, but you can't tell nobody. And if you did, it would be wrong, because certain people got it like that and they ain't even sinning like that. It's just something what take part of you that wasn't there before. And I learned that from just observing in the streets. I just learned it, bro. And I just knew I didn't want to play a game with it, man. And then it got to the point where people would notice that, smarter, older people or something would notice that, and then they'll start attacking me in other ways, try to attack me in other ways, just because I noticed it. And I just seen how grimy people were. I was like, what is this? What kind of program? That's why I said it's program. It's all program. They're like, I can tell y'all stories to make you feel second guess your friend right beside you, bro. But I'm trying not to even go there. I'm trying to just be at peace. God almost finished with this store. I'm trying to just slide out of here. I'm just trying to slide out of the way. If they let me get out of the way, I just want to get out of the way. I just want to get out of everybody's way, man. I just want to get out of everybody's way. I would like to, let me shut up. Let me shut up. But like I said, I just want to slide out of everybody's way. The guy about finished with the store. But I can tell y'all stuff. Yeah. Huh? Huh? Yeah. You got a measure tape? Oh, I got measures. My bad, yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff. See? That kind of stuff, right? You gotta work on your own stuff. You just do your own stuff. That's what keep you going. It's always something. It's gonna be God gonna give you something to do. It's always gonna be something to do. Always. It'll be them things we look over, them things that we say, we get it later. That's what you're supposed to be doing though. I do it later. No, you're supposed to do that right now. Whatever you finna take the place of to do, instead of that, that's what's in the way. Most of the time, that's how it is. You just got no energy, man. And when you do that too much, when you abuse that, violate that too much, then it's almost like self-sabotage to your own blessings. See, this is what I learned in this. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no movie. There ain't no apps. Tell me, I learned this from evolving, abstracting myself in and out of situations. You know, trying to stay alive in the street. I learned all that. That's brilliant. That's brilliant to understand energy like that. That's brilliant. The hardest thing for me, the roughest thing for me was toleration for a lot of negativity, a lot of constant, consistent attacks over and over and over. I mean, y'all, it was so bad when I got peace and had the peace and the energy around me knew I had the peace. They would intentionally monitor my peace and attack me when I go into peace, like literally. And when I realized this, I said, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute, energy ain't supposed to move like that. Yeah, I mean, it do, but I never noticed it. And same way, like, I can give y'all one that's going to blow y'all mind. I done said this before, and I think some of y'all caught on to it. But it's like, if you doing something, you busy, you doing something for God or whatever, positive, doing something positive, work, whatever. Somebody calling when you do it. You got to pay attention to that energy, bro. Then you got to test that energy secretly. Let me see if this energy a friend or an enemy. And what I mean by enemy, I ain't talking about an enemy in the physical. I'm talking about an enemy from the spiritual. Boy, that's powerful. That's why I told y'all I could write blueprints for anything, gangsters, anything. I ain't read modified anything. I wouldn't do that no more though. probably. But people would probably pay me millions of dollars to do that. And it'll get around, it'll help the laws too. It'll make it'll make the law job better because it won't be the same thing no more. You have to move different. You have to move different to catch these criminals. These criminals done upgraded. But that's how I stay. That was my credibility to the street, you know, which is deep. You can't replace that. That's some high priest status stuff. That's high priest stuff. But you know, I don't do that anymore. But that's how I stayed. That's why I was straight. I was straight. Nobody would deal with me, and people would make sure nobody would deal with me. The hoods took care of me. Hoods love me. Some love me when they got to know me and stuff. They really love me. It took a while. Sometimes I have to get into it with you know, everywhere got crazy. They always want to size you up. Sometimes I look over them for a while, but then when they keep on pushing, keep on testing you, then, okay, test time over, done. I'm going to go ahead and do you in. Get that respect from them, and then after that, everything good. You still got to watch the way you move, though, because that's somebody else's hood, you know. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Oh, it's over now. I try not to do no more than 30 minutes. This thing getting long with me, y'all. I'm getting bored, that's all. But, I want to teach y'all, help y'all get better, man. When I was in my studio and I did music for people, they would automatically come into my studio with the assumptions of thinking that I would wanting them that I would do their music half-assed and make sure it wasn't as good as mine. I want your music to be better than mine. I don't want you worrying about me doing that for you. I done had whole groups coming out, y'all. Whole group that's good. It's good artists. And once they hear my stuff, now I ain't only recording their music. They got me writing their verses for them. I ain't tripping now. I ain't tripping at all. I ain't tripping at all. They want me to sit there and write. My girls used to come in out, my female friends. Man, what you doing, bro? You gonna write that music for them too? I was like, they right, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna write y'all music, bro. I already recorded y'all. I ain't gonna write your music, bro. But see, I was like timid. I ain't like certain music coming out of my studio. If it wasn't that good, I would try my best to help you because I felt like they would blame the studio. Don't blame my studio for that crap. And I mess around, have to go to writing.